A look there inside of Lumen Field in the SoDo district of Seattle. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the LA Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Throwing right away is Allen.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. The first carry for the Spartans. Kenneth Walker. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
They bring Chase in motion. To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs. action. Now Herbert will find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Herbert now on first down. Pass to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from Eagles draft. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Herbert out quick to Allen. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. Third down, 3 to go, as we are ready to get back underway. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. And next thing you know, the big old D-tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And third down coming up.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
McConkey in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
shotgun now for Herbert. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he's going to be taken down as we hit 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Perfect. Short one there. Caught by Kittle. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Allen in motion. Now Herbert. That is caught by the tight end. George Kittle. Touchdown, LA.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
His kick is good.
Minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. First down, Allen. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third and inches. Throwing again is Allen. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
For the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen to throw again. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and
it is brought in the end zone. Ja'Marr Chase, touchdown Seahawks.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks will level things out at 7 apiece. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Chargers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. To return is Nyheim Hines. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. The ball's out. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And they'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. Low-scoring game, all tied, 3rd quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's good.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10. Looking to throw. It's Allen. Huff brings it in left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
The Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. That one, take it in. Jamar Chase, touchdown Seattle. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
14. Chargers 7. Jason
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This returnable with Taylor. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Trying to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get hurt.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The 12's making noise in Seattle before 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Charger 1st down. They'll run here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play.
And he'll get in! An incredible gutsy call. Pays off. They've taken the lead by 1.
14.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
In the middle, Smith and Jigba with the ground. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to win the game. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This one he's got to have. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And that very likely will be a game winner.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win here for the Seahawks. This one went all the way down to the wire. Late field goal, zeros on the clock, seals the deal. Come from behind, and they feel like they stole this one. They get the victory on the game's final play. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Herbert to throw right away. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Herbert off the play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Open man, it's Hunter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Again, Herbert. Now this one finds McConkey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Herbert now. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that round.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Dicker on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. first and goal, looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Allen. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Allen off the play fake.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Royal.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Now Allen.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up at 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass to Jefferson on the slant. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Middle of the field to Jefferson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Ooh, the juke. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second and a couple.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Second and a couple.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Throw out wide to Walker.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Allen.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Myers' kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now it's Herbert.
Open man right side. That's McConkey.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jefferson going to go in motion right.
Herbert.
That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Herbert off of play action. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Hampton. Down to about the 32.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, but not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, it's Hampton.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And his kick is indeed good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there? Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw is Allen. Open man is Chase, complete.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Second and inches at the 48-yard line.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing, Allen. Brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Walker now at 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Travis Hunter. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game.
Right there, we can do it.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's make a play, boys. Bring that kick. Yeah, let's go.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.